Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm live on Instagram, and it appears I am. Welcome. Welcome to Joylux Live. My name is Dawn Chubai, and I'm super thrilled to have you all here. It's actually my birthday. I haven't really told anybody. I didn't even tell the Joylux team, but so many of you have been sending me messages, and it's what a great gift for me to be here with all of you. I'm 53 today, and I actually think I had my first official hot flash last night. No word of a lie, no word of a lie. I think I actually did have my first hot flash of the night. So it's perfect timing. So welcome if you're joining on my Facebook, if you're on Joylux's Instagram, please find us at joylux.com. There's a nice little live shopping button. And the only reason I want to direct you there is because you're going to see additional graphic support that will highlight some of the technology I'm going to show you today. You're going to be able to participate in the chat in a more interactive way. I've only got so many hands. So yes, I see Jessica from Keolal is watching on my Instagram. Chris is watching. Oh, we've got some doctors online as well. So Richard, and we've got Zillacare who is there on my Instagram. So do me a favor, everybody, please join me at joylux.com and just find the live shopping menu item. And from there, I'm going to be able to communicate a lot easier with you. And I see, oh gosh, we've got like a lot of you already on our website. Wow, welcome. So it's my birthday. And I was going to say we're going to party with my birthday, but we're actually have balloons, but they're not the kind of balloons you want to see. So today we're going to talk about how to become more of like a plump, juicy balloon with lots of bounce back and not so much like the sad womp womp deflated balloon. Think raisin and grape as we go through today and talk about our intimate health. So today we're going to talk about menopause, perimenopause, and some of the things that happen when we go through it. And I want you to feel like this is a safe space. So if you're in the chat, you're certainly welcome to just be a voyeur and listen, because I know it can be sometimes hard to share. But I invite you to feel like this is a safe community. And today we are going to talk about some of the things that a lot of times we feel like we can't talk about, like vaginal dryness, right? The lack of natural lubrication, feeling a little deflated on our skin and less plump and juicy with the bounce back. We're going to talk about tissue health, and we're going to talk about getting your spin on. Yes, we've got Halle Berry's collab with Joylux. We're talking about Let's Spin, a beautiful, lovely pH balance, very safe for you, clean lubricant that's going to help you feel comfortable in those intimate moments. And we are talking about the vFit. So first of all, if you are shopping with us, you are going to be able to see all of the bundles that I have located at joylux.com under live shopping. So if you go under live shopping, you are going to be able to watch the presentation and shop. And today we're learning about the vFit. We have a very special bundle as well for you to shop. It's our strawberry bundle, which includes not only this incredible wellness device as kissed with a seal of approval from the FDA, but you are also getting our photonic wipes, which is your cleansing for your device, as well as the photonic gel, which is going to make these 6 LED lights 45% stronger. What does that mean? That means you get your groove on, you get your awesome tissue repair, you get the pelvic floor strength even quicker. So what is our vFit and how did it come to be? Well, let's introduce you to Joylux founder Colette, who upon the birth of her son, let's just say she went into postpartum and all the things that happen with postpartum, directly into perimenopause and all the lovely gifts that nature gives us in that perimenopausal state. Can you imagine Colette, who had to go through all those things at once? Well, she didn't just dream up, let's do red light therapy with this device, which I will explain how it works in a second, how to use it, and do not fear. I know what this looks like, but I'm going to share exactly what it's going to do for you. But she actually ran a series of like kind of medi-spas, skincare clinics, where they were using red light therapy for things like your face and other areas of your body. And for why? Well, for, again, things like tissue repair, things like tightening. So if you think of her area, so our vagina, thinking about our pelvic floor strength, it only stands to reason that the LED lights would do something like that for you internally. And in fact, a lot of athletes, you'll notice a lot of athletes use red light therapy. And yes, vibration, because there is a sonic vibration here, is one of the mechanisms to help with your intimate health. That will help with things like circulation, and all of that helps with our collagen and our elastin. So let's talk about what happens to our body. And I do want to remind you too, this device, yes, was the brainchild of Colette, but Dr. Sarah, who is a board certified OBGYN, also part of the creation of this device, including an entire team, one of the top laser doctors in the world, also part of this, to make sure that the LED therapy, or the LED lights in here, are at the perfect wavelength. So what are your options, right? So we know that, of course, some of you, when it comes to, I'm going to say pelvic floor and intimate, let's just say intimate health in general, some of you have considered vaginal rejuvenation. That is a very, very, very expensive option. Hey, if you're doing it, that doesn't mean the vFit's not for you. This actually can extend potentially the benefits of what you've received from vaginal rejuvenation, but it's very expensive. It's certainly a lot more invasive than what we have to offer for you today. Some of you are on hormone replacement therapy. Sure. Some of you can't be. I have a friend, I actually just went for lunch with a friend the other day who had been going through treatment for cancer, and she can't do anything like that. So, and in addition to some of the other treatments that are out there. And so bring in the vFit, which at $395, which by the way is just for the device itself. We've got the bundle actually that works out to be an incredible deal at $411, which gives you the wipes and the photonic gel. Enter the vFit, which is a non-invasive wellness device. Over 3,000 published studies talking about the efficacy of red light therapy. And of course, the sonic vibration that we're going to see here to help with pelvic floor strength, as well as tissue repair. And so again, FDA kiss of approval as a wellness device to help you if you are suffering from some of those things. So I'm going to turn this off to walk you through the mechanism. There are 3 main mechanisms that make this work for you. And I invite you to sign. Oh gosh. Oh, we have one of you already. Okay, one of you already purchased our strawberry set. That's great. Okay, Sherry, before I go into this, says, I have the vFit, wondering if you can have sex after a vFit session or how long you should wait. I'm going to let our team from Joylux, Heather will write in on that. Let me tell you, I don't personally see, based on when I tell you how this works, why you can't have sex right away if you're feeling juicy enough. But I'll let the team deal with that. And also, as always, I'm not a doctor. If you ever have any concerns about any specific situations you have, I invite you to talk to your doctor. But remember, this is hormone free, this is safe, medical grade silicone, and wait until you see how this works. So here is your mechanism. And you saw how it's got 6 LED lights, it's got sonic vibration. I'll tell you why that works, how that works. Again, it's not Dawn deciding. This is doctor created, and of course with science backed, with technology that has worked in other areas. And by the way, there are hundreds of reviews for the vFit and Hallie's device, which is the vFit Plus, which I'll get to in a second. So here is your power button. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking this looks a lot like, fun little toy, it's not. It's just an ergonomic design, much actually like those toys can be. This actually is a device that is giving you a treatment. So if you think of why it's called vFit, think of it as like your personal trainer for your vajayjay, your vagina. I can say that because Oprah actually loved having Hallie on her show to talk about the Let's Spin and of course Hallie's device. But here is the only part you're going to insert. So when I show you how this works, you're going to insert this into your vagina, and you can see it's got a nice little curve. Still, you got to get used to it like everything else. I'm not going to, everything has to get used to it. But once you get used to it, sort of see how it works, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I get it now. Nice curve to it, very smooth, silicone grade. You've got your wipes to clean your device. And you're only inserting to where the light goes. So this is where the brain is, if I can say it. So you've got your power button. And I'll talk through protocol in a second so you can see it turns on. So your protocol is 6 minutes every other day. So there's, oops, did I press it all? No, there's your 6 minutes. And then week 2, you're going to increase to 8 there. And then you're 10. I think I got them all. Hold on. Did I get them all? Oops, there we go. 8 and then 10. Press the wrong button. So when you get all of them, they're at 10. If you're already scrolling when you're at joylux.com, you can watch at the same time. If you're looking at the Joylux Plus device, which is the Halle Berry, which has got the chrome, I'll show it to you in a second, you can go up to 12, okay? Essentially, you're doing this, for up to 8 weeks, and then after that, you're in maintenance mode. Okay, then you hold this down, and then the light's gonna go on. Now, there is a sonic vibration. Don't go away from the screen. You're gonna see this just go really bright, and I'm gonna show you, again, how this all works. So in a second, you're gonna see it go quite bright. I'm gonna turn off the vibration. There we go. Vibration is optional. The vibration is purposeful, so it's not, again, like a toy, okay? This, remember, you're inserting it up to there, right? So all this is exposed, okay? And you can lay on your bed, you can check your social media, you can watch your shows, you can read your book, you do it while your husband's making coffee, right? That's kind of what I do. And it's every other day, 6 minutes. So it's not taking up, it's not a whole other additional to-do list. You can do it while you're checking your social media. So I turned off the vibration. The vibration does help with circulation. So think of athletes that step on vibrating plates. Think of other machines. There used to be those machines at the gym, actually, that you could stand on. It would create this vibration, and it would, again, stimulate circulation, which is going to help with our estrogen, with our collagen production and elastin, right? Because it all kind of works in synergy together. But it's the LED lights. There are 6 high-powered LED lights. We've got stronger LED lights and more when we get to the Halle Berry vFit or vFit Plus device. This one has 6 for many of you. This is going to be all you need, right? Halle just wanted a Rolls Royce version. She wanted like rocket fuel, results. But for most of you, this vFit device is going to be perfect for you. So you just insert right up here, and you can see the coverage that LED light gives you. And so what's happening there? It's stronger than the kind that's on your face. If you've been going to the spa and you get the kind on your face, it's stronger than that. But it's, the home devices. If you go to the Medi spas, it's not as strong, right? Because we're not looking to resurface, right? We need it. This is a safe and effective 3,000 studies that this can help you. And again, KISS from the FDA as being an incredible wellness device for you. But it's the perfect amount of wavelengths. So again, doctor developed. There is a top laser doctor that is on the team for this. So incredible results. I want to take a look at some of the testimonials that we have. And I invite you, as you are shopping, because you can press the button and you don't have to add to cart right away. You can go ahead and sort of research and see what other people are saying, but why don't I just make it easy for you? Life-changing. Vaginal moisture increase within a few sessions. Think about that. If you do nothing, it's not even like you stay where you are, you actually decline. So imagine going, oh my gosh, improvement, better moisture, better sensitivity, better tissue health, according to Donna. Look at the ages here, 54. I turned 53 today. Okay, so we're all in the same group here, ladies. And then I love this from Lauren. 61 says, my wish would be for every woman to be able to have vFit. I'm so happy with the results in just a few weeks. I'm looking at our comments. Okay, Audrey, how about pH problems and smell? Okay, you know what? I'm going to shift gears just to answer Audrey's question, and then we're going to come back to the vFit. I'm not going to do a full presentation right now on SheBar, but let's bring up SheBar if we can, Lauren, right now, and then we'll go back to the vFit live shopping button channel. You can scroll on bottom and see all the products. We've got a serum for your vulva. That's going to be your moisturizer. We've got a body cream, right? Because we get very dry in menopause and perimenopause. And we've also got, again, the Let's Spin Intimacy Gel. But thank you. Lauren, let's put that up one more time so I can explain it. So first of all the products, remember the device doesn't have it. It's not a consumable, right? So everything else is pH balanced, it's very clean. But this is our intimate soap. And I feel like soap is probably not even the right word. It's actually a cleansing bar because there is no soap in here. And so I want to tell you, Sarah, this was actually created because Colette had the same kind of concerns with you. First of all, we all have an aroma to us, okay? A beautiful aroma, and our aroma is inherently ours. And this is not meant to shame or make anyone feel like how they are naturally is not good, okay? But what I will say is Colette herself was sort of feeling, she knew she was clean, right? We're all clean, and we are self-cleaning. So make no mistake, some of those douches and people put in there, that's not right for us. We know that causes more problems. Colette wanted to have something that just made her feel fresher and give her the confidence. And so I want you to know that this is devised for that. So when you use this, first of all, it's got orange blossom, they're avocado oil, coconut oil. And so what you actually smell is the orange blossom oil. It's mandarin orange, actually. And it is so beautiful. Now, when you use this, you're not going to be left with a lingering fragrance. So first of all, it's going to make you feel fresh, and it's going to somewhat neutralize. If anything else, it's just really going to make you feel extra clean, even though you're already clean. It's going to make you just feel extra confident. And I will tell you, for $13, do not miss out on the She Bar. This is a beautiful, you can use it all over your body, by the way, but it is safe for your vagina. Okay, so the outside, you're not shoving it inside, obviously, but it's safe for you, and it's not going to impact your microbiome or anything like that. So I invite you to give it a try. I mean, $13, at the end of the day, you're going to use it on your body as well. So I hope that helped you. Okay. Now we've got a few questions. Oh, and thanks for the happy birthday, Audrey. Heather is there answering any questions that you have. And of course, if we can't answer something for you, we will kind of reach out to you privately, maybe if there's a situation where you need to reach out to your doctor. So just to give you a heads up on that. We will be talking about our serum. We'll be talking about Let's Spin in just a moment, but let's go back to our vFit. So once again, if you're sitting there and you're watching and you're thinking, well, why would I want to get something less? I want to just invite you to sort of think about where you're at right now in your life. So I turned 53 today. I think I had my first hot flash. I'm positive I had my first hot flash last night, which is why I'm going to also invite you to check out our wonderful inserts, our cold her insert, which, they're a game changer. We get ice packs. If you're using ice packs, this is going to change your life. The vFit is meant to, I'm going to say, train your vagina. That's kind of what it is. Think about when we start to lose muscle mass, when we get older, we start to sag in our skin. It's why we, use the creams and the lotions and the potions. Well, this is what happens when we are in perimenopause and postmenopause, and of course, right in menopause. We start to experience vaginal dryness, and that often is associated and gives you, I should say, discomfort, pain during sex, right? Maybe you're starting to suffer from a little incontinence, right? So what does that mean? That's a weaker pelvic floor. All of that, I would say, probably hormonally, loss of libido for sure. But I think some of it also comes from not feeling confident, right? Like, who's feeling sexy when you're not feeling confident? So I invite you to kind of sort of look at this and go, gosh, what am I suffering from? And what do I not? What am I tired? What am I sick and tired of suffering from? I think all of us could admit no one wants any of those things. We also start to see a loss of elastin, right? So collagen and elastin, it's the things that give us the balance. It's the things that give us the plump, right? So if we think of when we were young and we had these juicy lips and cheeks and lips everywhere, juicy everywhere, as we age, all of that just naturally depletes. And yes, that's part of aging. But I remember when I was working, on the shopping channel, we were selling, some version of skincare. I'm not going to name names, but there's lots of great skincare out there. Of course, whatever you're using is probably great. But I remember someone saying, like, aging is a must, but why do I have to look like it? And I think that's why Halle, let's bring up the Halle quote as well. I think that's why Halle Berry herself was like, this device, this vFit is a game changer. And so it's actually why Halle created her version of it. And I can actually show you the difference just in case you're sort of on the fence. I'll kind of explain Halle's device a bit more detail later, but we can show you kind of the comparison. So your vFit, we have available for you at $395. If you pick the regular vFit with the strawberry bundle, you get a special carry case, you get the photonic wipes and the gel, which increase the strength of the LED. But we've also got the Halle Base, the vFit Plus. So this has 12 minutes of treatment time as opposed to a max of 10, which just means you get there faster, okay? We do have some stronger LED, okay? And you can, by the way, still also use your photonic gel, available purchase separately with this as well. That's highly recommended. It's for even stronger. And it's got some additional sort of sonic vibration, a little stronger, some different cycles. So, and again, you can use the vibration or not. It's the same size. It's not bigger or anything like that. It's the same shape, but you can see a little bit of a different design. And I will tell you that silver or that chrome carry case, it's limited edition. And when it's gone, it's gone. So I was actually told by the team at Joylux that it's just, once that case is gone, it was created specially for this device. And when it is gone, it is gone. But this is the device that Halle has appeared on the Today Show. She's appeared on Jenna Bush show, I believe. several magazines as well. And of course, there are great reviews for this as well. You all, no matter which device you choose, you also have access to the Joylux app. So I will say, even if you are just purchasing some of our creams, you can also still sign up for the Joylux app. You're welcome to. There is lots of great information in there. There's a calendar though. So why I direct you to that, it's free to sign up, of course, for the app. What it's going to do is help you track your treatments, which I think is very important. Remember, you're only using your device every other day. It starts off at 6 minutes. You're going to do that for the first week, every other day. Then week 2, you're going to increase to 8 to 10 minutes. So you can start with 8, you can go right to 10 if you want, but you're going to start to sort of increase. And then weeks 3 to 8, if you're especially on your Halley device, you're going to go up to the 12 minutes. So you can kind of keep on to that 10 minutes through to 8 weeks. You're going to notice difference with very, very short time. You see people saying results right after a few sessions. Again, it's cumulative, right? So after that though, you're only going once or twice a week. And that's to maintain, just like if you go to the gym, right? You can sit there and be a bodybuilder and you get your big muscle and you got all your tone and you think you're in that perfect state. That's not the time to just like let it go, because we know that, you know, things will start to deplete and go back, but you don't need to necessarily go as hard. And that's the same thing with your vFit. So if you're just joining us, this is your personal trainer for your vagina. Yes, I know we have men watching too. We're saying vagina, we're saying vulva today, but I see we also have on my Instagram, Jennifer, we've got Michelle, welcome. I know that we also had Stephanie from Toronto watching. We're talking about your personal trainer for your vagina. This is for ladies. We have been saying for ladies in perimenopause or menopause, but I'm going to tell you it's for anybody that wants to protect their intimate health. And taking care of her, by the way, I mean her, is taking care of you. So I want you to treat this as the wellness device that it is, as the wellness device that the FDA also says that it is, with over 3,000 studies published on the efficacy and safety of red light. So how does this work? 6 LED lights. Do not fear the size of this. I know the shape might remind you of something. This is not a toy. This is actually your trainer. It is, it's a wellness device. I'm going to say it's not a pleasure device. That's not how it is marketed. Is it pleasurable to use? Well, it's a device. I mean, it's not unpleasurable to use, but it's not designed as a pleasure toy. Okay. So the pleasure can stem from the nice, gentle, comforting warmth that we have with the 6 LED lights that are at the perfect wavelength that help with tissue repair. So we've been talking about pelvic strength and tissue repair with our vFit. Those are what's happening here with the mechanisms, which is the gentle heat, the gentle vibration, sonic vibration, right? So it's not a vibrator, it's got sonic vibration, and I can turn that off. So if you don't want to use that, you don't have to use that. But it's also got the LED lights, which is for tissue repair. So maybe you're somebody that has been, you know, looking at, oh gosh, I'm doing all my Kegels. You could still do your Kegels, okay? And that's, I'm assuming, if you know the right way to do it in the trick, feel free to tell me, because I don't think half the women out there know how to use it, how to do Kegels. If you've been looking at some of those memberships for the chairs, for the pelvic strength that you sit on, great. It's not cheap either. I was looking at the price of those. You have to do memberships, and it is not inexpensive. It kind of is relative to some of the other comparison treatments. We can throw those up that are out there for helping with things like pelvic strength. But those chairs don't help you with tissue repair necessarily, right? So probably the closest thing I'd say, I know there's hormone replacement, but I'm not sure that covers all the things. It might cover the tissue, but I don't know that it covers pelvic strength. I think you still got to do other things other than hormone replacement. Vaginal rejuvenation, maybe $2,800. Right, every year? No, thank you. Why not try this first, or get more time out of the treatment you're getting? This is drug-free and it's safe to use as a wellness device according to the FDA. You know, I want to share this. I actually went for lunch with a girlfriend. And by the way, as you're shopping right now, remember this bundle here. It comes with a strawberry case. I've got it kind of in the back. You can sort of, let me see if I can grab it here for you. A special little carry case, plus you get satin case, which is right here. So you still get all the little cases as well, but it's kind of good because you also get, for just a few dollars more than just the price of the vFit, you're getting the photonic wipes and the photonic gel. Let's put up the information about the photonic gel. Once again, this has great skin loving ingredients. Everything is clean, pH balance, but this photonic gel actually increases the strength of the LED lights, which is the main, I'm going to say, mechanism for that tissue health, right? Sort of like what we see with athletes. If you've ever hurt yourself, sometimes a doctor or your physiotherapist will recommend red light therapy. You can actually buy patches for them. Those don't fit inside you and they're not at the right wavelength. So that's why this is actually, again, designed by a doctor, Dr. Sarah, and of course the founder, Colette, again, to help with your pelvic floor strength and your tissue repair. You're going to see this right now get bright in about a couple of seconds. And again, that's going to show you how effective this is and the surface area that will be covered. But I wanted to tell you, so I know I'm kind of all over the place. This is my perimenopausal brain. I went for lunch with a good friend. I'm not going to say her name to respect her privacy. She might even be watching today. I'm not sure. I know that when I had lunch with her and I was telling her about this device, she was saying, oh my gosh, I think I need that. So she has been going through cancer treatment. And again, I'm going to, just for privacy, I'm not going to say her name, but I thought this was an important story to tell you. And she was saying how, and she's young, she's actually younger. No, she's about the same age as me, which is still young. I'm 53 today. So she was saying that she has been suffering like unbelievable dryness and discomfort down there. And of course that makes sex very painful. And in my opinion too, that can also just make life painful, right? Like dryness is not fun. It's not comfortable. If you've ever had dry skin, like that can actually be painful. So anyway, she was saying that she went to the doctor, and it's not that the doctor, and she has a female doctor, by the way. So I just want to highlight that this is not a male female thing. But she said that the doctor kind of went, oh yeah, that's kind of normal, or that's kind of supposed to happen. And I feel like I can't now remember the full discussion. I can't remember if she had to be careful the kind of pills that she gave her, because with the treatments, and maybe some of you experienced this, you can't take certain things because it affects other medication you might be on. But also, she just kind of also brushed it off as like, oh, that's just kind of normal, like almost like live with it lady. Right? Not saying she was totally non-empathetic about it, but she wasn't really very supportive. Let's put it that way. And maybe you've experienced that. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of us feel like a bit of stigma, right? Let me know in the chat if you've ever felt this way, but a little stigma about talking about our intimate health. It's because, like, is someone going to think like, who, no big deal. Oh, grandma had to deal with it. Oh, mom had to deal with it. So I guess you have to deal with it. We're going to tell you no. We're going to tell you no. In fact, let's take a look at the skinical for your skin down there, clinical results of what the vFit can do for you. Because what we're saying is designated, again, KISS of support from the FDA as a wellness device. And again, over 3,000 published studies on the safety and efficacy of red light therapy. And of course, the sonic vibration that we're seeing as well with our pelvic floor strength. But 89% improve sensation. So yeah, who doesn't want that? That's going to make sex more pleasurable, more comfortable. Increased vaginal hydration. Ladies, we're talking about your natural hydration, right? Because remember, our collagen, our elastin, everything sort of depletes, dries up, for lack of a better word as well. When we get older, think about your skin, right? It gets dry, everything down there too. So imagine stimulating collagen, elastin production to be able to increase your natural hydration. That's why Hallie said this is a game changer, 92% more confident. And I'm going to suggest not just more confident in bed, I'm going to suggest more confident in life. Right? Because we want to feel like our best selves. And if you're still waiting for that permission, consider it granted today. Whether you buy this device today or not, do not wait for someone to tell you deserve to feel your best. That is from me, 53-year-old, full wise, apparently. I'm most wise now at 53. Some of you are wiser than me at a different level in a different area in your life. And also, of course, improved intimate wellness. So we're also talking about just your body becoming more well. I don't want to say forget about the sexual pleasure, forget about all of that. That's important. But let's also remember, we're talking about this is the wellness of your body. So if someone told you, hey, here's the kind of food you should eat so that you're not inflamed, you would probably go, okay, let me start eating more of that food. If someone said, hey, if this hurts, don't do that, you'll probably stop doing that, right? Because we're talking about overall wellness, right? So if someone were to tell you, doctors like Dr. Sarah, who, by the way, all but prescribes a device like this, and I don't want to say it's a prescription, but imagine being told by a doctor, and so many doctors recommend the vFit, as this being a device that can help with your wellness. So what are we trying to improve here? We're going to try, and we're going to actually do, because the clinical studies show it and the testimonials validate it as well, we're going to improve your health of your vagina, We're going to improve the health of your vulva in the case of our beautiful moisturizer, which you can shop right now. If you're at joylux.com, go under live shopping. You can hear me talk. We can educate. I can answer questions. We've also got other people answering on the line as well. But you can shop while you watch. But we're also going to help with your tissue health. So here's how it's going. This is your vFit. If you want the vFit Plus, it is available also. This is the Halle Berry version. It's the same technology. So I'm not trying to go spend $100 more. If you just want the technology, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and just get our strawberry bundle. If you want extra treatment time, if you want extra like Halle, and we'll bring up the comparison in just a moment and show you where that device is on the shopping button, and you want this design and you want the carry case, then you're going to get this one. And that, of course, is the vFit Plus. Right there, limited time with that carry case. The mechanism here is all here. The bigger part, this is outside you. Do not fear this, okay? Like I was like, no. It's this part, and you can see it's ergonomically designed. Is there a learning curve? Of course, there always is. You're going to insert something, okay? It's not a flexible thing, so you're gonna insert it the way your body needs it. It is designed to work with your body, okay? And you get instructions, so you're not left on your own. You're getting all the instructions, and everything is on the site, and the customer care team is always there to answer your questions, so don't worry. And of course, there's the app, and there's a huge community of vFit lovers. So anyways, this is the part that's getting inserted, and it'll be very obvious when I turn on the light. I probably turned it off. Hold on. Turn it on. There we go. So your treatment time, your protocol is this. And you can start as soon as you get this, right? It doesn't compete with any drugs you're on or any medication you're on. Euphytonic gel it's not specifically a lubricant. So this is what goes with the device, but there is a bit of slip to it so that it adds extra comfort, of course, to insert your vFit, but it actually increases the efficacy of the red lights that I'm going to show you in a sec. If you want to lube, right? If today you just go, I just want to try the Halle Berry lube. Awesome. We've got two sizes. We've got your travel size. I think it's $21. And then we've also got, it's the same formulation, your larger size, which is 60 ml. So it does fit in your carry-on baggage. It's, fine for the TSA. This is, again, I think it's $45. It's a beautiful lube, pH balance, hyaluronic acid. It's actually a bit of skincare for you as well. And we'll talk about that in a moment, but let me not miss out on this. So protocol, 6 minutes every other day for your first week. You press it once, press again, you get 8 minutes. You're going to do that week 2. You're going to go 8 to 10 minutes. If you're on the Halle device, you'll start to upgrade then to 12. Otherwise, you're going to stay at 10 until you kind of hit around that 8 weeks. And then you're going into maintenance mode, which is every 1 to 2 weeks. So then, hold on, I turned it off, doing too many things at one time. Boom, there we go. Then you're going to press the middle button. So the thing you're doing with time, the middle button, it's like, it looks like a sunshine, which is like light. So there's your lights, and then you're going to hold it down, and then you can see you're going to feel immediate sonic vibration, which is one of the mechanisms to help with the circulation. Okay, because this is going to help the pelvic floor strength as well. You can still do Kegels. Don't worry, we're not taking away your Kegels. But did you see how that just brightened right up? So 6 LED lights. Look at the surface area. Look, I mean, I wonder, you could almost see it through my hand. Like, it is strong, but it's not hot. So it is going to be this gentle, cozy warmth. You insert right up to the edge, into your vagina, right up to the edge of the light. And you're just going to sit there. I'm going to turn off the vibration. Personally, I don't use the vibration. I'm just going to be honest with you. But it's there if you want it. It's not a vibration like your toy. Okay, remember, this is inserted in. It's a sonic vibration. It's not like your toy. It is a wellness device. So think of this as a personal trainer. Okay, it's something that doesn't have to add anything extra to your day. So if you're thinking, God, I'm so busy all the time, like, how am I going to fit this in? Literally, I check my phone in the morning in bed while my husband makes coffee. 6 minutes, boom, done. Bob's your uncle. Done. Every other day, not even every day. So it's a nice, cozy warmth. We have great reviews online talking about, again, how easy this is to use, how effective. And listen, the goal here is to get you results. Like, I want you to think of this as well. The whole point of this is results. Like, I don't always love going to the gym, right? When you go to the gym for a specific reason. And so is this going to be your favorite part of the day? Maybe. Listen, I can't speak for everybody. For some of you, is it going to feel like, okay, this is just the thing I have to do so I can get to the end result? Sure. Some of you are going to feel like that, and that's okay, because it's going to be the benefits that are going to really motivate you to consider this as part of your wellness and treatment plan. So, it's sort of like, skincare. Like, do you need serum for your skin? Do you need to get laser resurfacing? No, you do it because you're going to want results at the end of the day. Like, I know for a fact, when I get even some facials don't feel great, but why do we do them? We do them because we want the end result. So this is not going to not feel great. I'm just saying this isn't your bedroom toy. This is your wellness device. So 3 mechanisms. You've got the 6 LED lights. You've got a sonic vibration, should you choose to use it. If you don't, that's fine, but there's sort of different cycles as well. I'm going to turn it off. I personally don't use it, but you're welcome to use it. This is an internal device, everybody. You go right up to the light, and then there's the gentle warmth. So 3 mechanisms to get you the results that you want. So once again, increased vaginal hydration, your natural lubrication. That's going to help you get a bit more juicy. Halle Berry calls this a game-changing device. And I'm curious, those of you on the chat, gosh, we got the most number of viewers at once right now. I'm so happy you're all here. Let me check. I feel like I shouldn't ignore you. I know Heather's watching all of you, so let me just check. Okay. Oh, here's good. Linda. I've been using, you can read these comments yourself too. If you're at joylux.com, go under the live shopping chat. I have a lot of you on Instagram right now. I invite you to please, Tracy, head over there. Susan, I see you're watching. My buddy Jeff is watching. Yeah, if you have women in your life that are going through perimenopause or menopause, first of all, I hope they feel like they can talk to you about the issues they're going through. But if they can't, open up the conversation. Ask your partner, hey, how you feeling? Like, how you feeling? Like, sometimes it's hard to talk to your partner, so feel like you can open up that conversation. Linda says, I've been using 2 weeks on medium settings, so she's at 10 minutes. So Linda, you're right on the right protocol. She said that the pain and the razor feeling has definitely decreased. I keep getting asked to upgrade. Yeah, because there's probably a prompt if you want to upgrade to the Plus model. I think it's $99, Heather, confirm. I think it's $99 to get upgraded to the Plus model. Do you need to go to the Plus model? It depends on what you want. I'm going to show you the Plus model, which also happens to be the Halle Berry version. Same size, same design. The biggest optical difference is you're going to see this chrome finish. You will get a nice silver bag instead of the blush bag, and you get the carry case, the chrome carry case, which is limited. When that expires, like when it's done, it's done. It doesn't expire. It's not an expiring device, but when that runs out of inventory, the case is going to be done. And we also had Audrey say, does it help to reduce leaks? What I can tell you is that as we age, we know that our pelvic floor strength starts to weaken. And what happens, right, when we see that? So I don't know about you, but I'm not jumping on too many trampolines. So you know how to interpret that yourself. What we can tell you is that this device is clinically proven, especially because of that red light therapy to help with the tissue repair and, of course, pelvic floor strength with that sonic vibration as well. So when you have a stronger pelvic floor, the opposite of weak pelvic floor, things happen, right? So if you're typically getting leaks, you can expect a stronger pelvic floor, which is going to hopefully make that less of the case. And in fact, a lot of the reviews we see online also say that. So I invite you, as you're looking and watching right now, to please feel free to look at those reviews, because those are fellow shoppers just like you. Those are fellow women in menopause, perimenopause. What did I read in that article? Someone, I think it was New York Times, someone called it cougar puberty. I was actually telling Susan, I've got tabletop Susan watching right now on my Instagram. And I told her that, and she just burst out laughing. Yeah, funny, not funny. But at least puberty you grow out of. Unfortunately, perimenopause and menopause, I can't pronounce it right. You kind of keep going with it, but you can kind of stall things, and you can also kind of get back to some of your younger self in your body part. So 6 LED lights, you got stronger lights, more with the Plus version. So I believe the Plus version is $99 more, because there is a Plus version that looks like this, but then you've got the Halle Berry version as well. You've got gentle heat, but again, it's more lights, stronger lights, made stronger with the photonic gel that you can purchase separately when you get the plus version. And you've got the vibration. There are more cycles with the plus version. So I think we probably have that one up. Yes, thank you very much. Let's cycle through some of the other items. In case you're watching on your phone, often you will see the highlighted option. We also have other products, and I probably should just quickly, let me introduce you to some of the other products, and then we'll revisit the vFit after. If you have questions, start asking them, and then I'll get to them for the end of the show. I promise I will get to them, and if I don't, we definitely have Heather there. So let's go to the Let's Spin, because that's kind of the next one. Some of you will use, obviously your photonic gel that has very little slip for the device. The photonic gel is not your intimacy gel. Okay, so this isn't your lubricant. This isn't like your sexy time lubricant. This is your solo time device enhancer, if I can say that. And it'll make it a bit more comfortable to use as well, okay? 45% stronger with the LED lights. It'll work faster. That's probably the best way to say it. And of course, you're getting photonic wipes. This is not a body wipe. This is your sanitizing wipe for your vFit. So the bundle today, you can buy this separately, $395. You can get all three of these, $411. So I mean, that's an incredible deal, because if you purchase all these separately, it would be more than if you got them as the bundle. But let's talk about the Let's Spin. So it was interesting. Actually, I just saw it. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hallie brought the Let's Spin intimacy gel onto the Oprah Winfrey show. Did you know that? Well, I don't think it's the show anymore, but she's got her own channel. Let's call it that. And here it is. Let me show you. Can you guys? Hopefully, you guys can see this. Come by your computer or whatever you're watching on. Let me see. Press play.
Hallie, I hear you have something for the audience to take home.
We do. We at Respin would like to gift everybody a bottle of Let's Spin and a membership to our Respin Health. But here you go. If you too want to be juicy like a peach. This is it.
Juicy like a peach. I love it. First of all, what was wrong with Hallie's voice? She must have been like, maybe she was hanging from the chandelier too much from using that Let's Spin, because she lost her voice apparently. No, honestly. So here's what she said. She said, spinning never felt so good. And let's all assume what spinning means. Okay. So what can this do? This can obviously help relieve pain with sex. Remember, you're also going to be working toward that with your vFit. But if today if you woke up today thinking, I don't know if I can, do I have it in me right now to buy the device? Start with something like this, right? Most of us understand what a lube is. This one's incredible. It's going to treat your vaginal dryness. This actually has skincare elements in it, hyaluronic acid as well. So we know that increases your moisture as well, just like what you use on your skin. It's going to enhance your comfort during those intimate moments, right? It's a lube. And of course, provides unparalleled hydration. And by the way, FDA cleared is this lube. So it's incredible. Look at some of those clinical results. 95%, like, hey, if you're feeling pain right now, any improvement going to be great. But isn't it nice to know that this one has such great results, relieved vaginal dryness, made intimacy more pleasurable, and felt like it was soothing and comfortable to use? Well, let me show you. So first of all, and I think it's not scented. Yeah, there's no fragrance. It's, again, completely clean. Think about, skincare. And again, if you think like, gosh, well, why do I need something down there? Well, why would you not want to be the best you can everywhere that you can? Like, you deserve this. I'm 53 today, and I'm telling you, the older you get, the more you realize, like, first of all, it's okay to talk about this stuff, okay? And if you can't talk about it with anyone in your house, come join me every couple of weeks here at joylux.com. We talk like this all the time, and I would welcome you. So first of all, it's not like so it's got a nice slip to it. It's not slimy. It's not sticky. So first of all, lovely. I put way too much on here, but I just wanted to show you. Even though I have lots on there, right? Like, it's got slip, but it's not like, slip sliding away where you're like kind of feeling like a freak show. It's really, really nice. It's not, it doesn't have a scent to it. And I was going to say, unlike skincare, which you kind of go, you want skincare to absorb quickly, this you actually want to linger, right? Because you don't want it to just absorb and then all of a sudden you're dry again. So this has a really nice after slip to it. It's not slimy. It's not greasy. It's absolutely beautiful. Already great reviews on there as well. Oh, someone added the Let's Spin. Yay. Got it. That's great. I wish I brought my bell. I forgot to bring my little bell. So we have 2 sizes of the Let's Spin. This is, again, Halle Berry created this in conjunction with Dr. Sarah. Don't forget, Dr. Sarah is also the part of the medical team behind our vFit. So can you use your vFit? I think we had Lauren say, can we use or Lori maybe, can we use our vFit and have sex after? I don't know if I saw the answer, but again, this is, if you want to, I don't know why you wouldn't. I can't see why you wouldn't. Then you can go ahead, and if you want to go ahead and use your Let's Spin. It's great. It's fabulous. And it's available here right now. We have 2 sizes. I believe this one is $21. This is 40 ml, perfect for travel. Your purse, you never know when inspiration might hit. All I'm saying. And of course we got your largest size, but even this one at 60 mils is still travel friendly. Okay, so let's carry on with some of the other items because I always run out of them. I want to go actually, can we go to the cold her first? Where did I put the cold her? There it is. I want to highlight this because I know it's smoking hot for those of you that are out east right now, no matter where in the continent you are. I'm in Vancouver and it's not quite as hot, but it has been. And I will tell you, I turned 53 today. Actually, at 1 minute to 8 p.m. is when my official born time is, 53 years ago. But I had my first hot flash. I think it was an official hot flash. I've been feeling a bit warm, but I think I had my first hot flash. I've been starting to have to get completely undressed at night. And during the day, I'm finding I get really quite warm. So these have been a game changer. I know Hallie says the vFit's a game changer. I'm calling this a game changer. $21, run, don't walk, pick up more than one. I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, these are bra inserts. I should put one in there maybe by the end of the show. Sorry, make sure I don't show you any nip. Hold on. Okay. And speaking of nip, if you have tender nips, if you're breastfeeding, this is a great solution. Some of you sometimes, maybe wrap ice in a towel or something to kind of soothe. No, we have a better solution for you. And also, I forgot my big ice pack. Ice packs aren't meant to mold against the body. These are. So this is a phase-changing material. So if you look at this right now, first of all, they're bra inserts. It's not like not pliable, but it's a hardened state right now. So if I were to describe, it's not coconut oil, but if I were to describe kind of the material consistency, it would be like a hardened coconut oil, right? So what happens is as you are wearing this, your body starts to heat this up, and it's almost like you give it heat and then it gives you the cool. Okay, and as it gives you the cool, it's a phase changing material. So it's not immediate. It's like over the course of time, it will continue to release coolness. So you don't have to put this in the fridge. You can, but you don't need to. This is a hardened state. This has been sitting on my nightstand. So over time, it will begin to liquefy. So I'll show you this by the end, and it should be at least more liquefied. I've got it in my left boob. I love it. There was actually, you got to follow, if you're not following Joylux on Instagram, do it. They post great content, educational content. But I don't know, is it Lauren or Heather behind the social media team? You guys are getting real cheeky lately. One of the memes, I think we're in a safe space right now. Oh, good. Some of you have added the Let's Spin. Ooh, you're going to be spinning soon. I'm telling you. Catherine's watching. Hi, Catherine. We've got Love Kira watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are watching on Instagram, please join me on joylux.com. Go to the live shopping button. The only reason I say you can stay on Instagram, but I just say that because you can watch the show and then you can see what I'm talking about. And there's lots of materials there. So I invite you there. You can still watch on your phone. Go on your phone too. Anyways, they said, when someone says, cool your tits, you can finally do it. I'm butchering what the meme was, but it was something like that. It was so cute. And so the idea behind these is they're super discreet. You're not walking around with like one of those weird Amazon fans on you. I know from people that are like have 12 fans and anyways, you can wear these running, you can wear them working out, you can wear them anywhere. Evening gown, they fit in your bra. I actually think I've been putting them in wrong. I was putting them in this way, and so if this is my boob, this is my boob. I've been putting it in like this, but I think we do it like this, but I don't know. Is there a wrong way? I don't think so. I think whatever is going to make you feel the most comfortable. I've been doing it under my boob. Oh, and by the way, Heather, was it New Beauty that this was written up? Can you put that in the chat? If you're watching on Instagram, you're not going to see the chat. You got to go to joylux.com, go to the live shopping menu item, and you're going to see the chat. But Heather, was it New Beauty? It was to help with like boob acne. Is it not? Because you know what happens, guys, right? When we get sweaty, right? Anywhere that you get sweat and all that, sometimes can be a bit like you get acne, pimples and stuff. And I think Heather is going to add it to the chat. It was New Beauty, and yeah, I just don't have it here, but I think it was to help with that. So it's so funny, right? It's sort of like we talk about this being great for people in perimenopause and menopause, but then I just told you that if you're breastfeeding, you've got sore nipples, why not put this against your boobs? Because it's not going to burn, right? Like an ice pack burns. If you ever touch ice, it actually burns. This won't burn, and it's just another benefit. I mean, back in the day, Botox wasn't even created for the wrinkles. It was created to help, other things. I don't remember. Or was it to not help you not sweat? I think it was to help with not sweating. Anyway, whatever. Point, I'm not a doctor and I'm not talking about Botox. But my point is sometimes you find these extra benefits beyond what something was created for. So I'll come back to that in a bit. At $21, don't miss out on these. If you're getting married this summer, especially because we're not done with the heat, and frankly, if you're just getting married at all, I would, because of the price is so friendly, grab these for the bridal party. Grab them for your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law probably at first will go, what the heck did you get? What? And then she will be thanking you and you'll be going, I only spent 21 bucks. So yay. We'll revisit my left boob in a second. Let me go now to the next part. So we talked about the intimacy gel. I will revisit the vFit. We still have some time. And yes, I'll revisit in a second. Quick mention, the She Bar. I did highlight that earlier. I know some of you asked about, your aroma. You don't feel as confident. Listen, I'm not judging anybody. We are who we are, and we are supposed to have a certain aroma. But some of you don't feel as fresh. Maybe you feel not as confident. She Bar was created for that. It is a cleansing bar. It's got jojoba oil, coconut oil. It's got mandarin orange blossom, which is that beautiful fresh scent that you smell in the She Bar, as well as your vulva moisturizer, the Revitalize Her. So you'll see a theme here. All of the products that we're bringing you today are pH balanced. They are all friendly to your body, and in particular, your vulva. You don't want to use soap. You don't want to use douches. You know that those cause more problems than they solve. And the Revitalize Her, you might be thinking, why do I need a serum for my vulva, right? Remember, your vulva is the outside, right? The vagina is the inside. So we're going to get a little anatomy lesson. The men are watching. If your wife is complaining of dryness, treat her. This looks so elegant on the counter. It comes in a beautiful case. You can even leave it in the little case here if you want, rose gold. But if you think like, why do I need that? Well, why don't you deserve that, right? When you feel like you're taking care of her, meaning her, we're talking about her intimate wellness, her intimate health, you are taking care of you, and this smells divine. Could you use this on your face? Absolutely. At $45. I told a friend of mine, the same one that was going through cancer treatment, and was talking about maybe picking this up just because it wouldn't interfere with her treatment, and she was suffering from vaginal lack of moisture and natural lubrication, incontinence and all of that. I also was telling her about this, and I said, it's $45. Like, you can't even buy a good quality face serum for that. And can you use this on your face? Absolutely. But you don't want to use a face serum on your vulva, because that is not designed for that, and it's got too many actives and all this. This is clean, it's pH balanced. You treat yourself today to Revitalize Her. The information is at joylux.com. You can always watch the replay of these shows as well. So I know sometimes it's confusing when you go on a website and you're like, what? Watch the show again, fast forward. You can actually go to the parts of the show for the product that you want to hear about, which is great as well. And then just one last thing to mention. We do have a body cream, a body butter. This is not for your intimate area. This actually is helping other parts of your area. A lot of us, as we go through menopause, perimenopause, and some of you are just dry anyway, you get extreme dryness on your body. This is incredible. Look at those great ingredients. It's vegan, all clean, paraben free. Yes, you've got incredible sea buckthorn, extra hydration. Oh, and by the way, don't forget there's hyaluronic acid in your serum as well. So I just wanted you to know, like, great skincare loving ingredients. Again, you've got jojoba oil, you've got vitamin E, you've got What else? Other things. I don't know. My mind's racing. All the good things. All the good things. Coconut oil, jojoba, vitamin E, sea buckthorn, and again, a brilliant, beautiful body butter. And that is for your body. I've got a really bad dry patch right here, so I'm going to help with that. Okay. Any questions? I'm going to check, and then I'm going to revisit the vFit. Oh, lots of you. Oh, Heidi, you're going to love your bra insert. Let me see. Oh, it's starting. I'll wait. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Making sure I'm not showing you anything not such a show. This is not that kind of page. Okay. Anyone else? Stephanie, yay. You're all picking up the Intimacy gel. I'm so happy for you. Oh, and someone added the serum. Oh, I'm so thrilled for you. Please make sure you let us know and let the Joylux team know how you're loving your products. Your reviews are always welcome. At the end of the hour, we'll pop up our customer care phone number. We might even pop it up right now if you have any additional questions. Thank you. They're so quick on the fly here. We've got Martin watching. Yes, I know we've got men watching. Zane is watching. Renee is watching. Okay, everybody, I know that we've got men watching on here as well. This is a show for products for women, and many of you have women in your lives. This could be your mom, your sister. I know it might feel weird to buy your mom something like this, so maybe you start with something like a beautiful she bar for mom. Unless you got a really close and transparent relationship with mom. I grew up in a family where my mom was pretty open about talking, teaching us about, obviously sex and our bodies, but we never really talked about menopause, perimenopause. Honestly, my mom had a stroke a few years ago. I don't even know if she went through menopause, so I actually can't even ask her these kind of things, which is unfortunate. But we're so lucky now in this day and age. There's a lot more education about menopause, perimenopause, the things that happen with our bodies. And I mean, you can go on TikTok and YouTube and everything, and there are way more conversations happening, which I'm grateful for. And I am personally thrilled to be a part of the Joylux team, to be able to have very open conversations like this with you. Because a lot of us don't really feel like we have a place to go to talk, right? A lot of us still feel like we shouldn't be talking to our doctors. A lot of us feel, maybe we've even been told that our intimate health is not part of overall health. Maybe we're told that's a luxury to have lubrication, a luxury to have a strong pelvic floor. It's not. I mean, you're going to feel like it's a luxury when you finally get it back, right? When you get your groove back or your spin back, like Hallie says. But it's a necessity. Like you're worthy of all of this. And if you're watching right now, maybe you're looking at the vFit, you're going $395. The Hallie version is $495. We've got a strawberry bundle, which I will say is our best value of the day. So you get the photonic wipes, which is your cleaning for this. It's for your body, and the photonic gel, which increases the LED strength by up to 45%. But if it's the price, like if you've been watching for a few weeks and you're going, oh, the price, first of all, let me show you the comparison. And as I tell you that of the other treatments, because there are other things that can help. Like we even know you can do Kegels. Kegels are free. Let's assume you're doing them right. The things that are not free, hormone replacement therapy also doesn't deal with the 360-degree view of what we can do with the vFit. Absolutely, vaginal rejuvenation. If you got the budget, if you can make the appointments, if you've got the bravery to walk into the place, if you can deal with downtime potentially, have at her. Remember, that's per year. Okay, so for $395, this is your at-home treatment. By the way, medically created, Dr. Sarah, board certified clinical OBGYN, one of the top laser doctors in the world, the perfect wavelength and strength of those 6 LED lights, the perfect strength of those sonic vibrations, optional. You don't have to use them, but remember, these are the technologies that even athletes use for circulation. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get to the grape stage, less than the raisin stage, right? Because collagen depletion happens as we age. We can reverse some of that. We can re-stimulate some of it. We also see elastin, so the thing that gives you your skin bounce back. The skin here, right? We do lots of things for. How are you taking care of the skin and tissue down there? But back to the price. There is a payment plan option, right? So I invite you to look when you click on the button. If it's the price that is holding you back, but you have to do something, you're like, I got to deal with this. I'm tired of the decline. It does not get better. It's not like if I stop, if I don't do anything, it stays the same. No, it actually is going to get worse. Like that is a certainty. So if you want things to get better and price is standing in the way, look into the membership. There's also subscription plans as well, so that you don't run out of things like your photonic gel and your wipes. And there's also lots of different things. It's just well worth looking at it, but this is your vFit. We do also have the Plus version available, which is the Halley version. It's the same technology. So for the last few moments, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to take you down to where my boob is and show you how the cold her is. So don't go. You got to see the end of that. Gosh, we still have lots of you online. I'm so happy. This is what a great birthday present having you all here. Okay, so here's your mechanism. You've got your vFit. You get instructions. Absolutely. So don't worry. You can also watch this back, and customer care is there to help you in any way. Here is the brain of your vFit. Here is where you insert. We are talking about medical grade silicone. We are talking about over 3,000 published studies on the safety and the efficacy of red light therapy. So we turn this on. We are going to go 6 minutes every other day, week 1. Then we're upgrading to 8 to 10 over the course of 8 weeks. We press it. We get that red light. This is the mechanism that is going to work with tissue repair. Now, you can't hear the vibration, but there is a sonic vibration that is also going to help with circulation. What do we want to do? When you go to the facialist there and they give you the massage, right? They're trying to stimulate. They're trying to get you circulating. They're trying to get blood rushing back. Same, right? A little bit the same. I mean, I'm dumbing it down because I'm not a doctor, but this is doctor created. I'm going to turn off that vibration. I personally don't use the vibration. I don't enjoy the vibration inside. Some people do. You don't have to use it. The red light to me is the real key thing here for you with the tissue repair. And of course, this is going to help pelvic floor strength. So you're only inserting right up to that light. That is it. Do it while you're reading your emails in the morning in the bed, on the phone, watching your shows at night. This is not meant to add to your day. This is not meant to add an extra project. It's literally, you can do it while you're doing other things. Quickly, let's show you some of the testimonials once again, as I get ready to remove my cold her. And if you have any questions, keep the conversation going. We always invite your conversations. Let me see here. Okay, Lori said, bought the Joylux vFit Plus. It's not silver. Okay, just to remind you, and I think there's kind of 2 versions of the Plus. The Halle Berry version, yeah, it's a respin by Joylux. So when you get the one that's got the chrome, it's like in a red box. Okay, so Lori, you might have got the other. It's the same technology. This one just has a few other little sort of bells and whistles, looks a little bit fancier, comes with the case. I'll let Heather, clarify if I made it, did a mistake on that, but that's kind of my understanding. Okay, so here we go. Final moment. Thank you for joining us. Quick, want to show you. It's not fully melted because I didn't put it in very long, but you're going to see. So remember, in its hardened state, and we'll put up the information for the cold her if we can, just in case you want to buy these. These are $21. Like, this is a steal of a deal. Buy them for your bridesmaids, yourself, get a couple. So hardened state, do not need to go in the freezer. You wear these. It's a phase change material. You wear them. You're going to start to feel cooling. It absorbs your heat, gives you cool back, and you can see, even in the short time, do you see how it's starting to liquefy? Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. So that's what happens. And so when it's completely liquefied, obviously it's not able to cool you down anymore because that's now the end of that phase. Then you take these out. That's why I say you might want to get a second pair. Right? Maybe you want to wear these all day. You want to keep another set in your purse. Maybe you're like dealing with just a heat wave. Forget even about hot flashes. And then literally you just take these out and then they get back to their hardened state. These have been, if I could choose one thing for you today to pick up, maybe you watched the first time, you're like, I'm not sure about the vFit yet. I need to do more research. I need to watch Dawn's shows. I need to watch past shows. Do that. Reach out anytime. I can help you. The Joylux team can help you. But if you buy nothing else today, grab the cold her. And honestly, I feel like the She Bar also, like some of you also, you're watching, you're like, oh, and maybe I don't need anything for like sex or that kind of stuff. Maybe I just want comfort and clean, right? Great. Get this, $13, smells beautiful, pH balance, great for your vulvar area. So, right, because it's not like soap, right? This is perfect. It's doctor formulated. And pick up these. And of course, we've also got our cream, our body butter. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. One last check. Gosh. Okay, Lori. Yes, we've got many of you asking questions, and it looks like Heather's been answering them. Perfect. You can also revisit some of the comments, everybody. If you're like, oh, what were people asking? I want to know if maybe they asked a question I have. Feel free to look at them. You'll see it. Heidi picked up the inserts. Woohoo! Intimacy gel, minis. You picked up a couple. We picked up 3 minis. Very nice. And extra bra inserts. I love it. I love it. I'm just reading. Sorry, guys. I'm just making sure. Perfect. Okay, I think that's it. Everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me on my birthday show. I know that's not why we did it, but it was kind of a really nice gift to be with you. And if you're thinking, gosh, maybe it's your birthday, maybe it's not, but you just feel you need something for yourself, I invite you, any of the products from Joylux, these are for you. They're women designed, women created. They are for women. They are doctor formulated, doctor designed. And this is for you to get to be your best self. So what better gift than giving yourself the gift of health, intimate health, confidence, a full life. Like, we want this for you. We want you to have a full life, and we want you to have a joyful life. And whether it's, you know, a menopausal state that is causing you grief, or perimenopause, or just in general, you want to sort of nip things in the bud, literally, and protect your intimate health, then this is the best gift you can give yourself. If you need the payment plan, it's there for you. But this is the gift that literally keeps on giving, according to Halle Berry, especially if you want to stay juicy, girls. So stay juicy, stay well, and we will see you. I believe I'm next on the 23rd, but we'll see you, I guess, in about 10 days or so. Thank you so much for joining. Stay joyful, and happy birthday to me, and have a wonderful day to you.